Welcome to episode 3 of JDP TV. I'm very lucky to have the boys from Studio Culture joining me this evening. I have Fil Cristaldi and Joe Fox. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome. Great to be here. Thanks for the free gift. You're welcome. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Awesome. It's water in here. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to start off by just sort of introducing you to Phil. He started a Studio Culture. When did you start it, Phil?
About 2.5 years ago now. Okay. Pretty much to the day.
Yep.
So it's been a few years. Coming along, definitely.
Awesome. You're you guys are still working from home offices, right?
At present, at present. We had looked at shared office space.
Yep.
I personally think that it's a bit overpriced. Phil shares my view on that. And also we're of the opinion to go hard or go home, so we'd rather wait till we can sort of put staff straight in as opposed to doing it. A lot of the time I'm out on the road meeting with clients and all that sort of thing.
Phil's in the office.
Phil's in dev mode, blacked out from the world, so so at the moment it's more feasible and practical.
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why did you start Studio Culture? Like you just didn't like working for someone, or?
Pretty much. That was pretty much it. I mean, I was in the UK for 2 years and it was rough and tough, and came back and I thought, well, I have nothing to hold me back at the moment. I have no ties to anything, so why not give it a go? And pretty much the first week I got back, started it, and been going ever since.
Can you remember your first client?
Yeah. It was very good. It's still current clients, so I still
awesome
for them as well. So
see, they've got a lot of repeat customers.
Absolutely, that's kind. Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. And then, so I mean, obviously you do a lot of the design, the development. You're the very techie person, hands-on. I mean, what are you finding at the moment is sort of some of the pitfalls to sort of the business that you've got happening at the moment?
At the moment, it's just kind of getting the concept of why they need the new website or why they need to work on their current website, and just getting that idea across to a lot of the current owners. Okay. And to get them to understand how to make it work better for them and get that ROI that they need.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely the hard thing to get through.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And what do you find is your strength as a designer and a developer? What do you find? And that's what you are. You design.
Design and develop. Yeah. Absolutely. I originally started as a graphic designer, so that's where my design.
I got into the code. Yeah. What do you find is your real strength in, obviously, for Studio Culture, then there's lots and lots of digital agencies around Australia, around the world, really, and here in Brisbane, but like people wanting to come and work with yourself and Joe. Phil, what do you think is probably your real strength in what you do?
Probably a lot of experience. Like I set up my own e-commerce store just to get understanding of how to do it and the processes and the challenges, and from everything from posting to banking, just so I can pass on that information to the client. So it's not just theoretical. I do a lot of practical and testing on my own before I can approach the client. I never approach something that I haven't tried and tested myself. So that's my advantage on that side of things, that I don't offer something that I don't believe in or trust in. Yeah. So I definitely push that side of things.
Okay. And you probably can both talk on this. Would that area, like the e-commerce sites and things, is that probably a real focus of your business, or where's really been the
at the moment it's very popular.
At the moment it's very popular, I must say that a lot of the clients that I'm meeting and prospective and people that are signing contracts and making those deposits are coming from that e-commerce sort of background. A lot of them have bricks and mortar and they're looking to sort of transgress into the online environment. But it's also not just about having the e-commerce store. I think it's just about having that extra presence, that extra place to get seen. A lot of our clients also want somewhere where there's appointments being booked, where they can find out more information. I mean, it's good to have social or just a basic website, but what's the point in that basic website if it's not useful?
Absolutely.
It's got to be useful.
I see on your homepage there you've got a little bit of, what's that, HTML5 JavaScript with it. It's spinning through, and it's saying it's better to have no website than a website. What's your mantra around that? What's your reason around that?
Personally, I think it's just one of those things like how you present to the rest of the world. Like if you're presenting something that, I know we can't swear on camera, but that isn't good. If you're presenting something to the world that isn't good, what's the point in doing it?
Yeah, exactly.
It comes back to that, go hard or go home. And a lot of the businesses, say for example, the e-commerce, who were just doing Brisbane and they might have a store, now they're online, and because of the way that they presented themselves to the world, they're selling internationally. And you can't do that if you have a website.
Yeah, a crap website. That's what you meant to say. You can say that. Now, okay, so we spoke to Phil about sort of the design. His real specialty, probably over a lot of other people's. He's got a lot of experience in that particular area there of the business. Now, Joe, you do a lot of the new business, so you're out there sort of making things come in, dealing with a lot of the clients and things. When things get a little bit tough, and also when sort of requirements gathering. I'm sure you both will have a hand in requirements gathering from clients. And,
oh, definitely.
What I hear is a lot of companies and people come to you, and I mean, I've done it to our guys, and I've said, look, we need a website, and they'll be like, right, okay. And a lot of people come to you, you'll sort of define like, what do you need, why do you want it, what do you want to do, all that sort of thing. So you guys will do all of that, and you're doing the new business. How are you sort of finding things right now? It is 2013, October 2013. How are you finding the market at the moment coming to Christmas?
I think it's a very exciting time for people in the digital space or companies that are moving into the digital space. We all know that working in it, there's so much growth in it at the moment. I think the biggest challenge that would be there is trying to educate clients about the fact that a do-it-yourself website's not the same as getting a website built from scratch, or one that you outsource isn't going to be as good as one that Phil builds from scratch. And then once you've got that website, are people seeing it?
Yeah.
Are you getting traffic? Can you monetize that platform? And I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to money and ROI for medium businesses.
And a lot of people having faith in that. I know Brisbane's sort of behind the eight ball, and Sydney and Melbourne, and probably lots of parts of the rest of the world. But obviously that's you as a sales guy really getting out there and educating people on the value of having decent monetization on websites.
Yeah, definitely. And just running through case studies and all those sorts of things with potential clients, and just saying like, we've seen your case before, but this is where we can get you.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not just going to disappear. The best thing about
showing them real case studies from real people,
real examples of it, and not just talking the talk, but being able to show that we've walked the walk pretty much, and being able to offer the fact that everything from your logo design right through to website design, website development, your servers, or your SEO, your AdWords, your social media marketing, we're there the whole process. We're accountable for it all. We don't.
So full service, mini full service. No, that's awesome. Just quickly before we sort of head into the conclusion of this little clip from Studio Culture, where do you guys sort of see the business going in the next 12 months, 12 to 18 months? What would you like to have? Obviously, new office.
Definitely office space. That I'd say Phil and I spoke about that when we were end of January.
Early next year.
Okay. You were talking the other day when we went for a quick beer about creating some opportunities for some interns at universities coming up.
We actually just put an intern on today, so that becomes official. So just really, I think definitely we want another developer. Definitely need that. That's just something that you have to have these days. Obviously the social intern, maybe have another social intern or two, and then sort of, I guess really we want to look at, we've already got someone who's full-time on with us who's copywriter, so copywriter and SEO, and they've got quite a strong background in that, so that's great for all our content for websites, blog posts, link building, all that sort of stuff. So I guess really it's about having another web dev and just really finding out who our exact bullseye target market is.
Yeah, that's exactly, and I guess as a new business, I mean that's something that we've nutted that out. Well, I nutted that out sort of coming into startup Just Digital people, but I guess for you guys, you probably can draw a lot from Phil from where he was before you started.
Because we were both doing it individually, we had different target markets. As a group,
consolidating
it's a different
figuring out what's worth your while the most. Where do you think that's probably going to end up? What particular area? Because I think, you know, I know you guys don't want to be all things to everybody, and it's good to stay in your lane to a certain extent. But where do you still sort of tossing that up, are you?
I think we've had discussions about it. It's kind of really that medium. We don't want the small, like all the best to them, but we, as saying before, we want to be able to offer that full package. So really, I guess it's about people that understand that digital is the future. They understand the power of social, all those sorts of things, and really just catering to them. And we want long-lasting relationships. We don't want to be just another company that churns and burns websites, sets up social media
stacks
profiles.
on loads of employees.
No, it's sort of. We really want to build something to last, and something that eventually we could have other people come in and run and all those sorts of things.
No, that's awesome, guys. In concluding, I really wanted to thank you guys for coming on the show. I know I've tweeted you a lot, Phil, and obviously I've caught up with you at a lot of different events, bibs, and so on and so forth. Created drinks, even. Shout out to Ratu and the Marge Media crew down there. But yeah, look, I would urge anyone who's in the tech scene, you know, probably even interns or developers at uni at the moment, or even in high school, that are interested in speaking to these guys. Well, I've got those junior positions going to hit them up. Warm, friendly guys, they're sincere. I think they're going to be around for a long time to come. And yeah, really appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Yeah, and we also want to say thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. It's good to be able to, you know, shoot with another company that knows exactly what's happening in this environment, in this space. And I mean, it's exciting to see, you know, how far you guys are coming, and we're hoping to be right there along with you guys. And yeah, no, it's exciting, and bibs and everything. It's very exciting time to be.
You guys going to be coming on the treasure hunt?
Certainly will be. Certainly will be, mate. Certainly will be.
No, it's cool. So obviously the video's on JDP, Just Digital People's channel. Check it out. So that's the treasure hunt. It's $2 for the winner.
Very excited.
Obviously all the clues are going to be released on the day or just before it happens.
Yeah, and someone's going to be getting that prize before Christmas, so may as well be us.
That's going to be awesome. Cheers, guys.
Thanks so much. Thank you very much.
Talk soon.
Cheers.